This production may include fake or falsely submitted images, documents, or videos, as everything that was sent to the FBI by the public was included in this production.
So they're admitting there's a lot of bullshit in there.
We didn't. All of this shit is a lot of bullshit in there. We don't know. We just, hey, if it came to us, we gave it to y'all. So y'all can't say we held it.
So to be clear, we're not holding Pusha T to a higher standard or a lower standard. We're saying everybody in those documents should be examined. We should look for the truth, but we shouldn't assume that anybody in there is innocent or guilty just because we like them or don't like them. That's all.
That's right.
It's very, very, very well said. Listen, some of y'all kids out there missed the memo. There's this new trend on the internet where adults are replying to things now. So adults are reading, adults are replying. We're not just taking the kiddie version of what's going on, which would be, we need your voices because Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Harvey Weinstein in '96 had too much fun. Call me when you get a little more on that.
So at this point, Joe is not taking this allegation seriously. These pictures about Jay-Z come up every other year, and people are always outraged about it. Mainly people that want to see the downfall of Jay-Z. For people that don't fuck with Jay-Z, there's no explanation that's going to be good enough for him. If you come out and say, hey, I don't believe these pictures, I don't believe these Jay-Z allegations, people are going to call you biased for being on Jay-Z's payroll. So at this point, is it really worth it explaining something to somebody that's not willing to listen? And also someone that already has their minds made up regarding a specific person? You guys get in the comments below what you guys think of Joe.
You nigga broke, bro. You think you Batman? Take it off, I'm robbing, nigga. I think I got jet lag from all this shit I'm popping, nigga. Beat the road, ain't stopping, nigga. Pockets fat like Oscar, nigga. My daddy taught me the fucking.
Oh, but we got Hassan Campbell going in on some things as always, but we not going to get into that right now. You feel me? All right, so let me know in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because it is a point right there. I didn't even, people nowadays, they ready to just jump in anything that's negative. They ready to jump right off of it. So you got to think about that. We talking about 96. That's when Jay-Z just was the end. Pusha T, how he get in that circle? Weinstein was a billionaire then. They just becoming in. Pusha T not a billionaire. See, when you around billionaires, you become a billionaire. You're around money, you become that money. You gotta look at it. That's just reality. That's just life. Let's see what's we got more for some updates. We're coming up right now on J. Cole. He got a new album coming out in 2 days, and I heard it. You go over there on Kick, and I was running it up on the stream the other night. I don't know which show it was, but it's over there, and it's probably on the 4 days ago. But anyway, me personally, I don't like the J. Cole album or mixtape that he came out with. To me, it was trash. Did you hear on it?
Hold up, let me check the latest on Cole's tape.
Let me get J. Cole.
Nah, I ain't personally heard it like that. I'm AI, no ears. But I checked the vibes and reactions.
I'm
heavy.
AI.
Birthday Blizzard 26 dropped January 27th as a surprise 4 freestyle EP.
Yeah, that's the
hosted
one.
by DJ Clue. All over classic beats like Victory.
Yep.
It's basically a warm
Not a whole bunch of New York beats.
Dropping this Friday, February 6th. Double album, his supposed final one. Reactions are mixed as hell. Some fans and reviewers are hyped. Fantano called it the hungriest Cole has sounded in a long time, saying he sounds amazing and hungry on those NY beats, only his best rapping lately. Reddit threads got people saying he's rapping his ass off, addressing the drama, dope flows, dynamic delivery. YouTube reactions are popping with titles like Cole's shooting, and folks praising the energy. But yeah, plenty calling it mid or trash too. Some say it's inconsequential, just freestyles that don't move the needle much, or overhyped. Split like that, especially after the Kendrick thing. Some feel like he lost the battle momentum, and this don't hit the same. If you caught it on Kick streams 4 days back and thought it was trash, you're not alone. Lots of opinions leaning that way. You think the fall off gonna redeem it, or is Cole cooked for good?
Man, I think Cole is cooked for good. Straight up. The way it is, rap industry is going right now, Cole cooked for good.
Yeah, a lot of fans feel the same way right now. Yeah, I get why you'd say that. After he bowed out of the Kendrick beef without apology, a lot of folks wrote him off as cooked, like he lost his edge or the hunger. The industry loves drama and numbers, and Cole's whole thing is more about bars and introspection.
They like
than
drama
beef or viral moments.
Exactly.
Birthday Blizzard 26 had him straight up saying he lost on purpose over those classic beats, calling out fake streams, tour flops, and how beef's just marketing now. Some fans spun it as 4D chess. Others called it excuses or mid-energy. But the fall-off drops in 2 days, February 6th, and it's built up as his big send-off, supposedly a double album with heavy pen game. Daily went viral saying he heard it early, and it's nuclear, like Cole's going out swinging without caring about radio. Pre-release buzz is mixed. Some excited for the lyricism, others skeptical it'll move the needle post-beef. If it hits like that Disc 2 Track 2 Reverse Life Story joint did, people love the concept. Maybe he flips the narrative. If not, yeah,
oh no,
might stay cooked in the eyes of the streets.
Yeah.
You think anything short of a classic saves him, or is the window closed for good?
Man, the window is closed for good, yo. The window is closed for good. Let's get into something else, man. Right now, let me go ahead and drop. I don't know what we had there. Oh yeah, we got a
She sing this right here. I got a beat and one, put the whole city onto the map. Put that whole shit on my back. Me and bro hungry, we grind for the max. I try to set me a trap. I got this stick with the helmet, no lag. Cause me get hit with a Mac. Talking on facts, your bitch hitting my jack. Tell a good pussy, relax. Told little shorty I'm married to stacks. Call little ego and count them racks. Call the bro, tell him we moving the stash. They on to us moving it fast. Life on the line, gotta give me a sack. Checking my phone, now I'm moving this pack. She wanna fuck her, she know that I rap. I got a beat and one, put the whole city onto the map.
This game when you politic on the level that Whack 100 politic on. He didn't just politic on everybody from LA. Nigga, he didn't hit Jim Jones, Max B, Atlanta, nigga, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince. He didn't really talk bad about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, he could ruin a relationship. It could be somebody from his hood, touchdown in Texas. You from where? Oh, yeah, nigga, we don't fuck with your homeboy, nigga, and whoop and F you too, and it could get bad. So, you know, but the moral of this right here, man, just realize this, homie. And real niggas know, bro, if you don't feed a dog, it's gonna what? It's gonna turn on you. You see what I'm saying? So by him going back to his hood, it ain't no brownie points coming from me. I think, nigga, he's the idiot for doing it. Because you could have potentially lost your life to prove to some niggas on the internet that you are who you say you is when we already heard you say you don't gangbang. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just didn't think it's smart because of, not because he's scary and he a buster, but because of the fact you didn't talk about Nip. You didn't talk about people that a lot of people respect. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know, you've been slanging niggas paperwork on the internet for the past 2-3 years. You literally been putting out paperwork on some hood niggas that y'all get along with from y'all hood. And if it was anybody else, prime example.
got new lights up in it. Oh, look. Listen, man. I just ran up in here. Welcome to Slide TV, where anything is possible. I go by the name of Icy Graded Dawn, Louis Vuitton Mason. So, last night, if you had jumped on Kick, X, and I believe Twitch, Twitch, we went late night, about 2 o'clock in the morning. We went over there with Akademiks. The Akademiks, he went off. So the whole thing is over there on Kick. But we going in here because he went off about Joe Budden. Now, Joe Budden have a response. He has responded like that. Yo, he responded like that. We let's get right into it, y'all. Welcome to Slide TV.
Ferragamo Gucci around my way. Henny on me, feel it in my face. Can't forget 145 since I was made. Young and I was running from the Jakes, bitch. Ferragamo Gucci around my waist, bitch. Henny on me, feel it in my face, bitch. Can't forget what.
We're gonna go right into it. I also want to go off and ask Aura. Don't forget about Aura, y'all. Don't forget about Aura. Don't do that. Don't forget about Aura. Let me get this on the screen real quick. In the building early. Where we gonna go? Let's see. How y'all feeling out there?
And Epstein. Now, all the Jay-Z and Rock Nation conspiracy theories had a party. They were celebrating like their team just won the Super Bowl. Some people said, "Gotcha, Jay-Z. We knew there was something weird about you." And that's when old pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z and Aaliyah started to resurface again. A lot of misinformation went flying, but of course, if you're anti-Jay-Z, you're going to believe certain things. Now, DJ Akademiks went on to call out media figures like Charlemagne, Wayno, Ebro, and Joe Budden to speak on Jay-Z's name being affiliated with Epstein. If you guys missed that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here.
I've seen everybody do think pieces on supposedly a non-existent event that didn't happen, but I've seen everybody role playing on podcasts. What is happening if I got slapped or not, which it didn't happen, but whatever, cool. Joe Budden, I can't wait to watch your next podcast. I need to, Wednesday can't come quick enough. This picture look crazy. If I watch the next Joe Budden podcast and y'all don't put this picture up and be like, yo, this look like a preteen boy with a grown-ass man and this shit was wrong, I know y'all biased. Wayno, I need you to talk about this one.
Now, so far, Wayno has responded back to Akademiks. Charlemagne also responded back to DJ Akademiks.
I don't understand why y'all are so quick to want to tear our own down without doing just a little bit of research. Okay, by the way, I saw way more headlines about Pusha T and Jay-Z than I did Eminem, but that's not surprising because we love tearing our own down. Even though when you're talking hip-hop, Eminem is one of us, okay? But I don't even like the headlines I saw of him. All right, connecting Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Eminem to something like the Epstein files. Come on, man. Okay, listen, for everyone who may not know, let me explain to you. Mentions of these artists didn't come from Epstein's personal records. They didn't come from reports supported by law enforcement. Okay, these stories came from a crisis intake report, a public hotline submission, a tip that some random person called in from 2019. They aren't backed by court findings, indictments, confirmed evidence. And if you actually read the stories, they just simply don't make any sense. Okay, what the hell would Jay-Z be doing with Harvey Weinstein and Attorney General William Barr in 1996? That was the year his first album came out. Do you really think Pusha T in 2007 was hanging around Harvey Weinstein and was one of the victim's handlers? In the Eminem story, the woman describes how she weighs 300 pounds. So a video of her would be easy to find. This is her words, not mine. By the way, anyone who actually took the time to read any of these stories would know that. Now, I don't have a problem with people reporting this. I just don't understand how y'all don't report this with proper context. All you outlets know that people don't read past headlines. So if you put Pusha T, Jay-Z, Eminem in the Epstein files, everybody is going to run with it. And I just be having to sit back and think, do we realize how much we are getting played? Okay, whenever the powers that be want to deflect from what they got going on, they will always throw meat to the blacks. Okay, because they know nobody controls the algorithm like black people. All right, why do you think they like utilizing black influencers?
Which was still not enough for Akademiks. He went on to call out Charlemagne for being part of Jay-Z's camp and also being biased towards Jay-Z.
There's a lot of people that's running what I call interference. And I love watching media run interference for powerful men. Because I always think, damn, what business deal they got coming up?
Well, remember though, Akademiks, Joe Buttons, they was business partners. They started their podcast in the beginning. What was Sneaker? Complex. Yeah, they was doing it. So just to give a history update to the ones that's just tuning in that don't know, they started off together. And then as the years went, both of them was taking turns being number one and number two for the last 2 and 3 years as number one podcast.
You know, love Charlemagne, idol of mine. Let me remove the word idol because it feels like I idolize. Like, well, idol. It is, right? I look up to Charlemagne. I've always done that. But I don't expect Charlemagne to have a neutral or even have a qualitative conversation about Jay-Z's past and Jay-Z's history in the music industry. Why? Charlemagne was also pretty much caught handing the cookie jar in the casino saga where Jay-Z was trying to get a bid. Charlemagne showed up and gave riveting speeches about how the council members should vote to approve this because Jay-Z's vision is great and this and third. So there's some synergy and alignment there between not necessarily Rock Nation and Charlemagne, but the entities that are trying to push and put Jay-Z in a certain place and Charlemagne. Is that paid? I don't know. Maybe they're just good friends. Now, even though back in the day, there was a conversation that Jay-Z may have gotten Charlemagne fired from Philly radio after some criticisms. I don't know what's going on, though. I just want to have conversations. The conversations just seem to
Well, this morning on the brand new Joe Budden podcast, episode 900, make sure you guys go to Spotify to go check it out. But Joe Budden responded back to DJ Akademiks, calling him out to speak on the Jay-Z rumors. However, Joe went about it in a very Joe way. Joe had a very sarcastic response. He said, hey, you know what? Let's all go march down to the Rock Nation building on Saturday and protest. Let's all go protest and make some noise so we could all draw attention to these allegations. Here's what Joe said.
But they're going to say we ran from it.
Which? No, we took Pete Rock and Steel Smooth head on.
Oh, okay. You're right.
And like, look, man, we not scared of the powerful up top, man.
Yeah.
We don't run from nobody.
That's Listen, no.
Okay.
No.
You back?
Listen.
You gonna take us out of here, boy?
I ain't never been. Never been pussy. I ain't never ran. Never will. If you're listening out there, I want you to know I see some of the same exact things that you see, and I'm really, really disturbed by it all. So much so, I'm making a call to action right this second, yo. I need me and you guys out there to head down to the Rock Nation office. Seriously.
Word.
At 5 p.m. this Saturday. 5 p.m. this Saturday.
Eastern time, y'all.
I think that along with you guys' help, we'll be able to get to the bottom of what that undercover anonymous hotline tip meant. And when we finish down there at Rock Nation, we're taking that bad boy down to Virginia. Pusha T's name was in that too on that phone call.
Yo.
And
the train being Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein.
In 96 too.
In 96.
Yo,
Can you believe that?
Yo,
Yo, Figgity,
Thank you. The white man said it. Bro. Harvey Wazir and Pusha T.
That's a sick game.
Nah, 6. Piggity, tell him, Piggity.
Push was 18.
Probably 130 pounds.
If that.
Yo, I can't. Yo, you can't.
Nah, for real, yo. Honestly, we have to get to the bottom of what was going on. That shit don't sit right in my soul and spirit. Some of these people we look up to, yo. This Saturday at 5 p.m. Meet me down there, and we're gonna really get to the bottom of what they meant.
Somebody got some explaining to do.
Yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry, y'all. We ain't running from that. We ain't running from that this weekend. Watch.
Oh, it's gonna look like it's gonna look like January 6th, but
Now, after these guys had their fun, Mark Lamont Hill, being the journalist of the group and also the more responsible one, Mark makes sure to come back around and clean it up and make sure nothing they said gets misconstrued. Here's what he said.
Just to be clear for the audience's benefit, we're not laughing at the accusations. They're saying that they're implausible, that they don't believe the accusations. I don't want people to later on be like they're laughing at somebody who was harmed. I don't want them to twist and misrepresent what y'all. I know, but people misrepresent.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very important.
My apologies.
This is why we need you here.
The joke.
This is why we
what
need
they're
you
laughing
here,
at is the implausibility that at that time in the 90s, that Jay-Z would even be at the social status to even have access to those people, and Pusha T even more so. And was it 07 or whatever that he would have access to these social circles? Yeah, it seems implausible.
Right, 96 or 06?
96
for whole.
They gave one for him and another, and I think it was 07 for Pusha T. So they were saying 2 different time periods, both of which seem implausible to a lot of people. It was an anonymous tip, and those papers are filled with that. I don't know what's true. They're gonna say we caping for Jay-Z. I'm not.
In the same light, some of the ones against other people who were revered from a different sector of the world, I don't really necessarily believe
I don't know if
that
Noam Chomsky was in the train either. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was feeling it. I don't.
My whole thing was, and I just posted it up there on the screen. The same justice.gov that posted these 3 million pages also wrote, this production may include fake or falsely submitted images, documents, or videos, as everything that was sent to the FBI by the public was included in its production.
So they're admitting there's a lot of bullshit in there.
All of this shit is a lot of bullshit in there. We don't know. We just, hey, if it came to us, we gave